Hi, I'm Jennifer Beeston with Guaranteed Rate Mortgage, and today I want to share with you my super easy trick to build credit. So a lot of people do not have credit. They're scared of credit, as they should be. Credit cards can be terrifying. I've seen them ruin people's lives. Everyone's seen them ruin people's lives, but it doesn't have to be like that. And if you want to buy a house, banks are going to want to see that you can responsibly manage credit. So you're going to need a credit history. Therefore, credit cards. Yay. Okay, so here's what you're going to want to do. If you have zero credit, we need a credit card. Now, I don't want your credit card to be like Kohl's or Macy's or something like that. Ideally, I want your first credit card to be a MasterCard or a Visa. Now, if you have an ATM card with a MasterCard or a Visa on it, it's not a credit card. It's not. It doesn't report to the bureaus. It's not going to do you any benefit. People call me all the time and they're like, well, my debit card has a MasterCard. Isn't that the same? Yeah, no, it's not. It's still your money. You're not actually borrowing money from anyone. It's your bank account. So you want to get a credit card separate from your bank account. Okay? So the first place you're going to look is you're going to talk to your bank if you like them. And I would call them. I wouldn't just fill out an app. I would call them and I would say, hey, I don't have credit yet. Do you work with, first-time credit holders? And they'll say yes or no. If you're younger, they usually have like a student visa, but you're going to want to ask because every time someone runs your credit, it can affect your score. So you don't want to apply for a bunch of credit cards you're never going to get. So for instance, if you have no credit history, American Express Platinum, no. Gold, no. American Express, probably not. Chase Sapphire Reserve, Chase Sapphire Preferred, no. Any of the top tier credit cards you will not qualify for with no credit. Okay, so you got to start with your beginner credit, which is cool. So you'll talk to your bank if you don't like them. I have found that Capital One has some really good cards for first-time credit card holders. So you can reach out to them too. So what you're going to do once you get your first credit card is you're going to put on 1 tank of gas a month and pay it off immediately. That's it. That's the magic. That's the trick. 1 tank of gas and pay it off immediately. Don't think that, oh, I need to max it out and show them I can pay it off. Yeah, please don't. 1 tank of gas and pay it off, okay? And then 6 months after that, you're going to do it again. You're going to add another card. So at that point, you'll have 2 trade lines. And on both of them, 1 tank of gas and pay it off. Now, if you don't have a car or you don't drive, then do 1 grocery store trip and pay it off, okay? Be very careful not to get sucked into the whole, oh, well, for every point you spend, you get money. Yeah, at this point, we're building your credit, so let's keep it really easy and not get you in over your head, okay? I don't care if they're promising you 80 billion miles or anything else. Seriously, tank of gas or 1 grocery store trip, that's it, and pay it off, okay? So you're gonna have 2 credit cards by the end of the year. At that point, you'll have a credit history that will work for some loan programs because we have a long enough history. Some require 1 year, some require longer. Ideally, we want 3 trade lines, okay? So I would do 1 at 6 months, 1 at 12 months, and then I'd probably do the next one at just a couple months after the 12 months. You don't have to wait the full 6 again, okay? But, and same thing again, grocery store or gas. That's it, and pay it off immediately. And also, what I would say if you're building your credit and you're not used to it yet, I would set up your payments so they automatically pay every month the entire balance. Don't get yourself into trouble. Don't go, oh, well, I'll just buy this $1,000 item and I'm sure I'll get the money. Don't do that. It's not a great way to start building your credit. So if you do that though, you will find that by the end of it, you will have a credit history and you'll probably have a pretty darn good credit score. So if you have questions or you want to talk about loans and what you need and what you have and all that fun stuff, please give me a call. I love doing home loans. My team loves doing home loans. It's what we do all day long and we love it. I can be reached at 707-478-0637. And once again, I'm Jennifer Beeston with Guaranteed Rate. Thank you.